Hi guys, it's Jasmine. Welcome back to my channel. This look I decided I wanted to do a collab with, so I invited a bunch of my YouTube friends to do the yellow purple eye challenge. Purple yellow eye, whatever. The point is they can only use purple and yellow to create an eye look, and this is my end result. So if you want to find out how I did this look, just keep watching. Of course, product links will always be in the description if they are still available. Sometimes they're not. But make sure you do check out the playlist and check out all the other ladies in this collab. I have some really great ladies participating in this one. They come up with some amazing looks, so I'm really excited to see what everyone came up with. And this look literally was inspired by one of my son's Easter eggs, but I had the idea that I wanted to create a look that was similar to those purple and yellow flowers that always come out in spring. I can't think of the freaking name of them, but we'll figure it out along the way. So if you want to find out, just keep watching. I am going to be using shadow shields for this because I don't want any fallout. I also want crisp lines without having to do a whole lot of concealer to clean it up. So here we go. We're going to grab our James Charles palette. Super excited for this. Now the thing is with this palette specifically, and James has said this himself, you do have to build up colors. You're going to have to build it up. So it's great if you want more subtlety, but if you really want that pigment, you're going to build it up. And it's easier to do that if you start with a little and build it up, whereas if you start with a lot and try to blend it out, you can just have too much and it can just be a great big mess. So let's go ahead and grab this big fluffy brush. And since we are only doing purple and yellow, I am going to start with this shade right here. And I don't remember the names. I threw that sheet away a long time ago, and I really wish I had just printed it on there. So we're going to grab this. In the edit, I'll pop up on the screen the shade names. We're going to grab that one. And we're going to start right here by going over the crease of the eye and blending it up. I want it kind of high, but not too high, so we're just going to have to see where she takes us. We're going to go all the way over. Blending. And I have deep set eyes, so it's going to go really deep into my crease. Now I'm just using the windshield wiper technique to just kind of go back and forth, make sure that it's all blended. It's going to get rid of that little bit of a harsh line that you may have at the top if you grabbed a little too much color like I did right there. We're just going to keep blending it, and it's going to take care of that. Also, if you notice, if you use shadow shields, that if you close your eye and then open it, the wrinkles, the tiny little wrinkles right there in the corner of your eyes might not pick up color. Make sure that you have your eye open and closed, depending on the exact motion you're doing with your brush. Is really going to help. And this shade actually blends out very nicely. So this is a whatever size fluffy brush. I'm going to grab a slightly smaller one now. So this is a Luxie 249 little dual-ended brush, and if we can pick it up, it is slightly smaller than this random Alamar brush. So I'm going to take this for this next step, and I could almost tell you the name of the shade, I just don't remember, so let's not even try. I'll pop it up on the screen. We're going to take this really pretty purple. You guys have seen me use this purple. As you can see, this purple is like well loved. We're going to grab it and load it up on this brush. Let's go right here. There we go. I have my camera in a funny spot. Ow, my foot cramped up. Let's go right here, deepen up the outer corner, add some definition, and bring it over. Now, as you can see, this is going to kind of sheer, right? You can build this color up, and it is amazing. And it seems like I'm actually having a little bit of trouble, so I'm going to flip it around and use the flat end brush. And we're gonna really pack it on. Now it's looking a little crazy over here in the center of the eye. Don't worry, we are gonna end up cutting this crease. And I think we're gonna do a half cut crease. I wanna go half cut over the lid. And you know what, since we're already here, we're already getting all this color here, I'm going to actually take this same shade, drag it down and go halfway on the lower lash area. Yeah, we're just going to go halfway because we're already here. Let's go ahead and make sure this whole area gets pigment. And I just love the shimmer in this purple shade. It is so pretty. So now that that part is done, we want to clean up the lid so that we can add our yellow. So I am just using this, let's see, 246 Precision Crease brush because I just want something flat. And we have our concealer. So this is the Covergirl Queen Matte Concealer, part of my pan project, my pan empty project for 2020, and I still haven't emptied it somehow, and I use it every day, every day. So I guess you can say Covergirl, you're gonna get your money's worth. And we're just gonna take it on a brush so I have a little bit more precision, and we're gonna cut this crease about halfway. So I'm gonna start in the middle, drag this out to about right there, and we're gonna clean up this area, run that along, so that we can add our yellow. Now, of course, if you really want your colors to pop, you can use a white base, for your cutting of your crease, but I don't have any of that, and I just haven't gotten around to buying it. I'm aware that I could. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So now that that is done, we are going to dive back into our palette, and I'm going to use this yellow shade here for the yellow portion of this. Now this is not as pigmented as I wish it were. Honestly, the best yellow pigment that I have in a palette is from the Conspiracy palette. But I didn't want to use that palette. I wanted to use this palette for the purples. And I know Conspiracy was really hard for a lot of people to get. If they even got it, I was one of lucky, few thousand, I guess, few 100,000 that got that palette on launch day. And I know they recently restocked, and I heard they immediately sold out again. I don't know. But this is for people who have palettes, either this one or something similar. You can still do this look without needing certain products, if that makes sense. Now I'm rambling. Let's get on with it. I know I'm going to have to build this up, so we're going to start here, and I am packing, because we're going to have to build this shade up to get to the hue that I want. Now, as we are packing and we're building it up, we're going to very lightly buff this into that purple so that everything is seamlessly blended out. We're also going to take that same color and go ahead and do our bottom lash line right there and just blend it into that purple. Okay, so something about this isn't quite sitting right with me. So I think what I'm going to try is this small detail brush, and I'm going to use this purple here, this darker one. And I might be screwing up, but I want to try something. So I'm going to go in right here and do a line right here just to deepen up that crease a little bit. And then also take that shade and just very lightly just do this little area right here and just blend. Just kind of darken this up just a little bit. I think that's kind of what we were missing. Okay, feel a little bit better about that now. So now I use this in my last collab video that I just did with my friend Madison, the mermaid look. I'm going to use that same Milk holographic highlighter for just a touch of purple because we don't want to break the rules. I don't want to use an eyeshadow that is not purple or yellow, but I want to add some highlight to this look. So I think I can pull it off with this highlight. I'm going to take this little mini angle brush. We're going to grab some highlight, and I'm going to go right here in the center, add a little dot. Yes. And then also sweep this up here just to add a little bit of a holographic highlight to this. And then blend these edges out just a little bit. Yes, I think that's what this look was missing. Just kind of give it a little bit more pow. I actually feel like a little bit higher on this side than I did this side, but that's okay. You know, your eyes are not perfectly symmetrical, so it is actually very, very hard to get your makeup perfectly symmetrical. Most of the time people don't notice anyway. Just an odd little highlight there. So I'm going to finish this look up with liner and lashes. lip color, highlighter, the works, and I will be right back. So now our look is complete. I love the way that this turned out. Although this side is a little bit better than this side when you look at those corners. But again, what are you gonna do? That is just totally me. I know a lot of people are like that. One eye you can just do really good, and then the other eye just is completely screwed, and there's nothing you can do about it. But it's like, eh. So I do like the way that the look turned out. Anyway, I thought this was a fun challenge, and I'm really glad that all my friends could join in with me on this challenge. So make sure that you check out the playlist below and see what the other ladies came up with. I'm super super excited because this took people out of their comfort zone a little bit. And you don't normally think of purple and yellow going together, but I had the idea that I wanted this to look literally like those flowers that we see in spring, and I can't think of the damn name of them. Anyway, I'll figure out that and I'll pop it up here, and you'll be like, oh, okay, like you know what I'm talking about, like you know what I'm talking about, but I can't think of the name. I can't think of the name of this damn flower. So for my lip color, I am using the Maybelline Stay Matte Ink, and this is in Lover. Have not used this enough. Love it. Maybelline actually sent me this in PR a couple years ago, but I just haven't used it enough, but I do love it. So I'm going to get out of here. Please check out the playlist below. Thank you to all my friends for joining with me on this collab. And what kind of looks do you want to see for spring? Go ahead and drop those comments down below, and I will see you guys on the next video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.